What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G Square Tactical. My name is Trey, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of Taurus's newest unveilings, newest offerings to the market. They have essentially taken a semi-old offering that they've had on the market for quite some time, that being the Judge, which, if those of you who might just be getting into guns don't know, the Judge is a revolver that you can shoot both 45 Colt and 410 bore through, so very formidable in both applications depending on what you're using it for. Jokingly, on a video in the past, we tried shooting skeet with 410 bore. Gene was able to touch a couple clays, but I was never able to get anything. Maybe I can now, since this one is optic ready. This is the differing factor in this particular Judge as opposed to old prior Judges that they've unveiled, that they've released. The specific model of this one is the Taurus Judge TORO, TORO standing for Taurus Optic Ready Option. It does come with the plate, so you can go ahead and equip your Shield RMS/SMS optic. We have elected to go with the SIG Romeo Zero on this particular firearm, and we are super excited about getting it to the range. We have not shot it yet, but look forward to the time when we get to. I want to talk a little bit about some of the features that this particular revolver offers. Coming in at an MSRP of about $615.99, if you can find it on the shelves. We've had difficulty sourcing one, and we're very fortunate enough to contact Taurus, and they sent us this gun for review. But with all of that, said, if you are able to find one, hopefully this video can give you a little bit better insight on what you'll be getting for $615.99. Not necessarily a cheap option, but a very formidable one at that, as I've mentioned already. Does come with a 3-inch barrel, so you are getting a little bit of length on that barrel for more accuracy with your 45 Colt round if you are shooting that. On the front, as far as the sights are concerned, before you put this optic on, you did have a rear U-notch, and on the front you have a fiber optic. Came with the orange fiber optic, which you can switch out if you don't like that. But as most of you know, I'm a big fan of that kind of sight setup where you can have some type of contrast in between the rear sight and then that front sight. Per usual on the Judge, you have a lot of similar factors that you found on other ones. Total length of this particular Judge is about 9.5 inches with a total height of about 5.1 inches. A relatively heavy revolver, about 29 ounces, so just shy of 2 pounds, and that is completely unloaded. So for those of you out there wanting a more lighter revolver, the 410 Judge may not be for you, but I will say this: whatever difficulty or issues you may have had in the past with revolvers, some of that can be helped with an optic. So I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that might not like the fact that optics are going on revolvers nowadays, but I can take or leave it, I suppose. I like the fact that you can do it, and I like what an optic does. I mean, it's supposed to make the shooter, it's supposed to take you out of the equation in a lot of aspects. So it's kind of like having a heavier gun, because you mitigate recoil, you take away the recoil that might stun you, that might make you shoot different. An optic, you put the dot on where you're shooting and you shoot, and theoretically it should go there if the optic is zeroed. You do have a transfer bar safety with this particular model. The frame, cylinder, barrel, everything is made out of alloy steel, and the finish on the entire gun is a matte black oxide. Honestly, in comparison to other Judges, all of the features are still the same. I just kind of wanted to do a little unveiling, a little bit of a feature unpack with this particular revolver before we get it to the range, because there's not necessarily a lot going on, but there is certainly a lot of skepticism in the market, in my opinion, of putting a optic on a revolver. I think it's sick. I think that there are certain people that might not believe that, but hopefully we will prove them wrong at the range. The cylinder, is very similar to all other Taurus Judges that you might find on the market. What it comes with the standard white and orange Taurus box that you are subject to finding on all other revolvers. It comes with the plate. I think, as I already mentioned, comes with the screws to mount the plate, a gun lock, a manual, and that's about it. It's a very basic unboxing. There's not a ton of different features like, say, in the bootlegger review that we just did on the channel. The grip is pretty custom to most Taurus Judges. I really like the grip that comes on the Taurus Judges. It's very comfortable in my hand. It does have texturing on the back of it as well as on the sides, and very comfortable finger grooves on the front of it. As far as how your thumb rests, it does rest on a little perch that is made into the revolver. It's very comfortable to hold in the hand. The trigger guard is similar to all other Judge models. It is very accommodating for no matter what size finger you have. It has plenty of room to get your sausages or your little wooden picks in there, depending on what size fingers you got. The hammer does have nice texturing on it, as well as the cylinder operation button. It has a lot of, or the cylinder release, it has a lot of texturing on it as well, so you can very comfortably work and maneuver this model of firearm. Again, made by Taurus. This is the Judge 410 45 Colt Optic Ready version, the Toro version. We look forward to getting it to the range. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like, subscribe, comment down below, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks, guys.